Welcome to Elks101. Another episode of Elks Central, breaking this one down.
Reagan, touchdown Edmonton! Fajardo, Dunbar, back on top go the Elks!
Okay, welcome in. Elks101, Declan, Eddie, and Rick, whole gang back together. Elks have signed 4 new players. Been a minute since we talked to Eddie. I have some questions we want to throw at him before we get to all of that. And by the way, sorry for missing Monday's episode. Scheduling conflict. Back here, getting it all done. Eddie, vacation down in how was it, man? You're looking good, like your skin looks your skin looks good.
It was good.
Yeah. I wish I could look like that.
It was
like
an enjoyable week, brother. Nice to get away.
So where were you guys? Because me and Rick were talking about this when you were gone, because obviously the cartel violence was kind of popping off.
Yeah.
We're like, is he going? Like, did he turn this into a staycation and he turned off his phone? Like,
No, we went to Cancun, so pretty much where anything went down would have been like the equivalent of Toronto when we live in Edmonton. And in all reality, man, when we touched down, a lot of the locals I talked to, fake news, man.
Really?
If you think back, it was everything we heard about on Sunday and then just nothing, right? It was the Sunday, all the big media rush, couple videos that you did see out of Puerto Vallarta. And what it was the cartel. They just burned cars and burned a couple convenience stores like 7-Eleven style.
Yeah.
And they burned some cars on the highway, but nobody was getting shot. It wasn't dangerous like that at all. It was really overhyped, to be honest.
My thing is like the cartel, and listen, I am so far removed from being any type of academic, but my thing is like the cartel and the government, they have to have kind of like a wink nudge relationship with each other, right?
Not
like they're
kind of, man.
right, like
there's money being tossed
obviously around. Like probably comes a breaking point for both sides where it's like, you know, citizens say whatever, but most of the time it's got to be pretty like, guys, come on, like, you know what I mean? I don't know,
especially around like the big tourist hubs too, because
for sure,
everybody's making money there. The cartel runs a lot of the resorts, and like that's how they wash their money, man. So, and then they just hand bags over to the government. And it's funny, we were driving in this small little town called Morelos, like really small beach community, because we wanted to go over to this nice white sand beach. And there started to become these new developments pop up. When I say small, it's like the size of Alberta Beach, like Lac St. Anne. Like it's a small little community, like 2 blocks wide, 7 blocks long. And there's these new condo developments popping up. And I asked the taxi driver what's going on, and because it was like half done. And he's like, oh, they built it too high, so they didn't have enough permits because they only could be like 4 or 5 stories. I'm like, so what's going to happen? And he's like, they're just going to pay someone off and they'll finish the job, buy the permits and stuff. And it's just all about moving the money, man. That's how it works down there.
It's crazy. Like you got to think some of these corrupt countries have things. And I don't even talk about Mexico. Like Mexico would be an example, but I'm talking about like, you know, like Myanmar comes to mind, like Sudan, like those, like just how life operates and how like citizen life integrates with government life. And, you know, like it's just
so unique, man.
Yeah. It's
so
such
unique.
a crazy, like
so different.
And I this is maybe a bit of a stretch, but I would imagine there aren't probably too many like, you know, historical academics listening to this right now. If there are, like, I would love
Thank you.
First of all, correct us on what, like, imagine there's just a guy who's like a big Mexican history guy or like a Mexican government guy. He's just like pulling his hair right now. But I would love to learn about these things. So reach out if you're an actual, not if you're just a guy like me, like we're just talking. But if you're like a guy who's like actually like you've done some dissertations
Stuff's
on this,
interesting,
like,
man. It's really
absolutely. Dude, yeah, because my girl, she's got like her degrees in history, and she does her like main her main point of study was like Latin American history and like American intervention and CIA intervention in the drug trade and the arms trade there.
Really?
And sometimes I'll say something and she'll be like, you need to read a book. Like she'll just explode on me. And I'm like, yeah, okay, like fair. All right. You don't have to yell at me, but I guess like I don't,
wild, man.
I don't know.
That's crazy that she studied that.
Yeah. It's like, but it's like, I think it's gotten to a point where she's romanticized the area because of like American intervention, where I'm like I think it's still pretty like, it's not chill down there, you know what I mean? Like I feel
it's
like
lawless.
That's
like,
for sure, man.
It's
of
lawless.
Course, yeah.
Like, you could honestly, and you're a tourist, you stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
So like you could get kidnapped and popped at any moment.
Dude,
but yeah, going back, man, Mexico, it was good. A lot of the stuff was just, I think, overblown though. Social media, that's kind of the way of the world now. The vacation itself, boy.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you guys go to Mexico a lot? Like, is it once a year?
No, this was our first big one as a family.
Okay.
I've been down to Cancun a few times.
Mm.
This is, I think, my third time. But as a family with the kids, it was fun, man. Yeah.
Was like the family, were they kind of nervous about things, or were they just excited?
It's funny because everything was the Sunday and we left on the Monday.
Yeah.
And the flights were a go still. I was talking to the travel agent.
WestJet?
Yeah, WestJet, but it was all through Sunwing. And I didn't have insurance.
So you're like, we're doing this.
I wasn't like super steadfast. I would have been like, if everybody, my wife was on, our parents were telling us not to go and stuff.
Yeah.
Like everybody was in our ear. But at the end of the day, the travel agent said, if the flights are a go, like, you know, if you don't step on that plane, it's your decision.
It's like Michael Scott in The Office, where Carol's like, if you don't sign, you'll lose $7,000. And he's like, all right, I guess this is my condo now.
You got to.
Yeah.
Got to.
No, that's cool, man. And everyone had a good time?
Yeah, man. You
That's
step
awesome.
on the flight and that sucker's full.
Yeah.
Everybody had that same choice to make.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody had the choice to make. And that would have been terrible if we didn't, because it was beautiful. Great time.
How'd the kids like it?
Loved it, man.
That's awesome.
Ice cream. It was a nice all-inclusive. So, you know, like 7 different restaurants on the resort plus the buffet. We'd go for the buffet for breakfast. Then the kids would get ice cream right after. And 9 in the morning. It was nice, man. Pool all day.
Are you an all-inclusive kind of guy, Rick? Like when you travel Mexico and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I just like the ultimate vacation part of it, right? Like there's always food, there's drinks. You don't really have to clean up after yourself.
Exactly.
You're not cooking, you're not clean. It's just, I want to do pretty much nothing. There are times when you're like, hey, I'm going to go on like a specific type of trip. But if you're going on a vacation, man, I want to put my feet up.
Yeah.
Totally, man. Yeah, and not have to like cook and dishes and worry about all that.
Yeah, like
you can Airbnb it, but
for sure. Yeah, like I think my grandparents have a timeshare in Mexico somewhere. I've never been to Mexico. The only all-inclusive like vacation, beach vacation I've ever done like that was in Cuba, which is cool, like really cool country to visit. Because when you actually get out and leave the resort, like it's the 1950s, like all the cars, like
cars are dope,
the infrastructure. It's so cool. It was so cool. But the reason I bring that up is because you guys talk about like, you know, the all-inclusive and the ice cream bar and the food and like all the the food in Cuba was horrible.
That's what
like,
everybody says.
It was terrible. It was horrible. Oh, dude, it was horrible.
Because they can't get spices.
They don't have that trade with America, right? So everything is, I mean, there was like Nestle ice cream there, but other than that, you didn't recognize any brand names.
Yeah, no, dude, it was terrible. Like the place was cool, beach was awesome, water was all that. But like I'm a guy who
So what is that though? Like everybody says the food sucks down there. What is different. It? Like how is it not good?
No flavor.
Explain it.
No flavor.
Because you and I, we eat the same chicken and broccoli. So how is it different than?
Because this is my thing. Like when I go on vacation, that's like this is like a time to indulge. You know what I mean? So I want it to be like I don't want to just be eating for sustenance. Because that's what I do like the other 360 days.
That's
you know?
Point, valid.
And yeah, just no flavor. Everything's really like it all feels really not rotten, but everything feels like it's just a day old or something. You know what I mean? I'm like when was this meat cooked? Like it's just that's the best way I can kind of describe. Like it's just not good. It's just not good food.
But do they have hot sauce and stuff that you can?
I don't remember. I don't think so. Honestly, now that I think about it, like I don't know if they did. Now that I'm really thinking back,
the ketchup was weird down in Mexico.
Yeah.
It was different on the resort.
I think about it. They like I kind of remember like salt and pepper packets, but I remember like because again, like I said, like when I go on a vacation like that, like I get really excited to eat. Like it's
for sure. You want to indulge, dude.
But like 100%. But I remember like after the first day, I was like, all right, so I guess like I am just eating for sustenance down here. So like very early on, it was like mealtime was just mealtime. Like you just eat. You're not. You know what I mean? So.
I've seen people put on their Instagram when they're traveling down to Cuba, they'll pack like ketchup and pack spices. And stuff in their suitcase. That's wild. I got it,
dude. I remember I met like there was like a lady there, like older lady. She was there with her kids or her family or whatever, and she was complaining that the beer in Cuba wasn't good, so she brought her own, and she brought Coors Light. And I'm like, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I understand if you're bringing like, you know, an advent calendar's worth of craft beer, like you're bringing Coors Light, like come on, ridiculous, But no, it's cool. Shout out vacations, man. When's your next?
Got to get one.
When's your next one planned, Rick?
We're doing a nation vacation in Vegas.
That's right.
2 weeks.
How long's that one? Just in and out, or 4 days?
Tuesday to Friday or something like that.
Okay, so that's good. Good.
Dude, Vegas is like you only need 3 days there. You know,
kind of gets played out after a while if you're staying on the strip. Getting off of the strip is nice though.
Dude, I remember. Sorry,
we're in Fremont. We're at Circa. So
that's cool.
Fremont's fun.
Fremont's really cool. I remember when I was in Vegas, I went to like the Mob Museum, or no, I went to like the National like Atomic Testing Museum, It was just dope. Like it was just like such a cool, like it was just a sick museum. You know what I mean?
Did Vegas last summer. My aunt lives down there, and like so we just lived with the local. Well, she lives on a golf course, so it's pretty posh living. But like did Vegas at local style and barely spend any time on the strip. It was really neat, man.
Yeah,
like there's so much to do. Pools galore, like you know, community leagues that we have here, but there's just pools everywhere. That style in all communities, so you can just go to all these nice pools and. They had some cool kids activities too, man. Yeah, it was neat.
No, it's a cool place. Like I know it's a like we think of it as just this
the
gambling
UFC headquarters.
Which it is.
That was neat. Have you ever been?
No, I haven't.
We drove by it only, but it was pretty cool.
That's right awesome. Off the highway. I would love to go, and I'd love to go in and be like, hey, can I just like hit a bag?
Tour that thing, man. For sure, they give tours.
I'd be like, hey, like like. Did the whole boxing thing back in Canada. You think I could hit this bag? They're like, yeah, you got to get it.
You don't know me?
Buddy. Yeah, I'd be like, hey, look me up on BoxRec. All right, I guess we should
talk ball. Talk ball.
Whoa. Hockey on the brain.
Somebody.
Hockey on the brain.
The card.
Hockey on the brain. What a comeback dub last night, by the way. By the way, shout out Brady Tkachuk, hilarious player. Just the funniest guy in the world tackling. Like I get why he did it. I would have done the exact same thing.
Let's talk ball because that was a full-on tackle.
It was a full
tackle, two-hand.
Dude, my thing, solid. I'm almost in like it was an overtime. You're about to go 4-on-3 with Hyman, Dry, McDavid, and Boot. Like you're probably going to win the game 9 times out of 10. So I'm not that up in arms about it. But I was kind of thinking for something that blatant in a 2-on-1 situation, it's kind of like in basketball, like the flagrant 1, flagrant 2 thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm not opposed to a double minor in that situation because I do understand the strategy aspect of it, obviously. But when it's so blatant like that, like I'm not opposed to that's a double minor now.
Or just right to a penalty shot.
Yeah. Sure. You know what? They should actually let's XFL it. Dry and McDavid get to come down on a 2-on-1 against Sanderson or something, you know, like
XFL.
Yeah. Man.
Now those the coin toss that was so sick,
dude. Yeah,
just the race to the 50.
Same thing. Like remember in the MLS, they used to instead of penalty kicks, they used to do like run up shootout. Like that was crazy.
Early MLS. Yeah,
crazy.
That's funny,
man. What a league. All right. Anyway, Elks, they signed 4 players, 3 defensive backs, 1 wide receiver. We will talk about that in a little bit. But I had done kind of a Q&A, and I tossed them to Rick. I want to toss them to you as well. Just kind of get your thoughts on them. The first one, not really a question as much, but you didn't have a chance to, kind of break down Steven Dunbar's retirement with us. And we were talking about that. My thing was, and we'll see where you come out, was I assume, like, you never know what goes on in a player's mind when they retire. And football is a violent game, and it's a game that's really unforgiving. It has a short lifespan anyway. So you never know what's going on with the player. But my thing was, he probably thought the free agent market was going to be a little hotter on him than it was. Didn't feel like the contract he was offered or the role he was offered was worth putting life and limb on the line, and just made the decision to say, I'm out.
Pretty accurate assessment. How many years did he get? 6, was it, I believe?
21, 22, 23. I think it might have only been 5.
Okay. I think it was 5.
It was 5 or 6, though.
But he was a little bit older. It's not like he
30.
It's not like
30.
He was 21 coming out retiring at 26.
Yeah.
So came into the league at 25. Yeah, man, 30 years old. That's kind of, you get to that point and things change for you, fellas. Like the mindset changes. The contact doesn't feel as good.
You don't more.
Yeah, it does. You don't desire it as much. There's the hunger. The hunger goes out. The flame starts to diminish a bit. That's just the reality of it. I already felt that. I'd be at the bottom of the dog pile and I'm just laying there limp because that's the best thing to do. You never try and push. Yeah, you're not going to push up over with 5 guys on your back. You just lay there. And exactly. You just lay there, let everybody get up, and then have a teammate help you up. And I remember being at the bottom of that pile, man, on like QB sneaks and thinking like, man, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like this sucks. My back's all sore, knees are all in you and stuff as guys are pushing up off you. Yeah, it changes, man.
And my thing is like, you just like, it is such a like privilege to be able to play pro sports. You know what I mean? Like there's so many people who dream of doing that, whether it be, football, whether it be hockey, whether it be being an Olympic athlete, and so few get the opportunity that like when it's over, it's really over. You know what I mean? Like it's just, you got to, I don't want to sit. I'm not like, this isn't me sitting here being like, Steven, bad decision, make the most of your opportunity. But it is also something to consider. Like when it's done, it's done. And it's such a 0.01% spot for people to be in. Like you feel bad.
And you're right. The contract money always is a thing too. As you get older, what's the one thing I always say? They're always looking to replace you. The minute you sign, younger and cheaper. And when you get older, you don't want to play for cheaper.
Yep.
And the money is not worth it. And the money, especially as an American. So Steven, come up here and probably maybe fetch 100. So we'll use 100 for a round figure. After taxes, maybe it's 60 to 65K in your pocket. Now convert that to American. Now you have 30, 40, 38, 40K. That's not, is that worth it? When you're sending money home, usually to your family throughout the season and stuff, is it worth it? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
And
it's a fair point.
Yeah, it is. And he's one of the few that gets to actually retire, you know, to be able to say, I'm going to retire, call it quits, be it on your own terms, but your ego is kind of killed because you're not getting the money you want. It's better than going out with an injury. It's better than going out getting cut and having nobody want to give you that phone call. So he's in the few percentile.
I feel like I might have asked you this before, but like, how many players do you know that retired or were retired by the game didn't kind of have that contingency plan in place? Like they just like, I would assume most guys are just like, oh, I'll go into coaching or something.
That's why it always, exactly. And they think it's just going to be easy. The transition will be easy. Because when you're in it, you know, people are always wanting a piece of you, there for you. But when you're out of it, people aren't there for you the same way, especially if you don't leverage yourself while you're doing it. That's why I always tell guys, do the appearances, get to the schools, get your name out there, get the brand out there, leverage yourself as much as you can. But you need to have that plan deck. And so many guys don't. That's why the stat it holds true. 80% of football players within their first year retiring, either broke or divorced.
Yeah.
It holds true, man.
That's so brutal.
It holds true. I've seen it.
Dude, the divorce one, like obviously being broke sucks, but the divorce one for me, just as kind of a quick aside, man, being like, yeah, this is my person, like this is my wife, so I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. And as soon as the glory's gone, they're gone too. Like that would shatter my heart, bro.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And again, like when you're in it, probably most guys don't make the best decisions.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're traveling, you're away from your spouse and stuff like that. And a lot of time you might not even know your spouse like that because you're so much time apart. And when you
get home, realize you have nothing in common.
Yeah, exactly. It changes. It changes, man. So it's when I hear about guys having a plan, it really tickles me, man. It gets me excited because it's like, oh yeah, you're one of the smart ones. You're gonna be all right. Especially guys who are still playing when they're working in the off season, man. Like David Beard, for example, electrician, and I didn't know that until this past season when I was doing an event and I was chatting with him, and like to hear he's going for his ticket to get his ticket. Like thinking, wow,
good for him, man.
Like that's awesome. I love hearing that. As you're doing it right, Beardo.
Real estate agent seems to be a professional. A lot of guys.
That's a common one.
Yeah.
That's a common one. But like that's such a, not to poo-poo anything, but like such a saturated market. Anybody could just go and become a real. How many do we each know in this room? Between the three of us,
a lot.
We probably know 50 total. You know what I mean?
Dude, and like I don't know, my generation isn't exactly buying houses.
Yeah, that's just it too. There's only so many houses in Edmonton, in the region. But gotta have a plan. Because we all have a shelf life.
No, for sure, dude.
You know?
I was thinking about that actually last night. Like I should have a backup plan for like my life. Like I'm like, what's
it's a little different.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm not comparing
you can make a real
situations.
career out of this. A career in football, man. If you get to 30, you're one of the
rare
few.
Yeah.
Your
career doesn't end at a young age.
Exactly.
So what would you say, like for most, you know, because like the vast majority of college or university athletes who, you know, play, like they don't make it, you know, they might hang around a practice squad for a year, they might, you know, go to camp, whatever, but like you majority out by like 25, 24. Like,
well, we know the career stat, man. 3.5 years, 3.4 years.
But I'm not even talking like people playing the game. I'm talking like the people who don't make it but did play college. Like, what would you say?
I would the average age. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting.
Yeah, because my thing is like, what do they do? Like, do they just go? Is it just like immediately? I'm into an office job. Like, I'm an insurance
Especially
agent.
If you're not taking your education seriously,
which is probably a pretty good portion of them.
Most don't. Things have changed now. Because you can actually put a couple of bucks in your pocket now while you're playing college ball. Even if you're not even a big name guy, you could go and get a $15K NIL deal. Like, so there's some opportunity, and then who knows what happens with that. But man, times have just changed so much. the younger generation, and I don't want to like come across old, it's just changed. It feels like that work ethic is a little bit different.
I couldn't agree more.
Like even just everybody wants to try and do something via the phone, social media, influence, things like that.
Start a podcast.
Well,
work smarter, not harder.
Hey, this is a little bit different.
I couldn't agree more, because like Low Tide brings this up a lot about how like my generation has gotten shafted by the generation before us and things, and I do agree to an extent. Like I don't think we've been left a winning hand by, you know, the generation before us for sure. But I also really think, like, and I don't want to speak ill of anybody, I don't want to speak ill as, you know, as a group, as a collective, but I do really think like my generation, like I don't think the work ethic really exists in the same way as previous generations. And I'm not sitting here saying like, yeah, it's been set up real great for us by the boomers, but like I don't, like a lot of people my age, like it's just, they don't always have that work ethic, and they don't always, and there is just a lot of like, I don't know, man, like a lot of people just want to, you know, like, again, I'm not like, however anyone wants to spend their free time, do whatever makes you happy, no question. But like, you just want to sit on TikTok, like when I don't like, I'm not trying to be harsh, but it does seem like that lack of work ethic really does kind of exist within my generation.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's just it. Even to be successful when you're posting here, there, anywhere, it takes work ethic. Right, it's not lifting boxes, it's not getting dirty, it's not getting up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning working outside.
Good point.
No, for sure.
All these people that are successful at this shit are, you see the 30 seconds. Well, there's probably 3 to 4 hours behind all that.
I guess like my thing is like kind of a bigger thing is I think people like my generation, they're like, they kind of go into it with the mindset of like, oh, I don't have a chance, like it's ruined for me, and then like don't even put a foot forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There is a bit of that. Though.
It's just not as gritty.
Yeah.
Not as gritty.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a coddle generation for sure.
Yeah.
It's a coddle generation.
Not as gritty, but yeah.
You know, that was Stephen Dunbar's retirement. That's what we were talking about. All right, let me hear you with the next one. This one was a pretty resounding no from me and Rick. I'm assuming it was going to be a resounding no from you because it's a really high bar. Cody throwing for 5K. Career high is 4,300. I don't think he's hit 4K.
Last year?
It was like 3,313 games or something.
Yeah.
I looked it up. There have only been 19 quarterbacks in the CFL to throw for 5,000 yards. It's happened 38 times, but only 19 quarterbacks have done it. Like that's even for like 5K is a really high benchmark.
It's really high.
You can't throw the ball more than like 40 yards downfield.
3408 last year.
Yeah.
Man, that's in 13 games?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What's that?
13 games started.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the math on that? How many is that per game?
Let me work this out.
Let's do some quick math here on the show.
So I'm just going to use the starts. You said it was 3408?
Yeah. 13.
So that prorated to a full 18 game season where he plays every game would work out to about 4,700.
Yeah. I'm going in.
You think you can do it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think look at those numbers, man. Yeah. And then he could have some big games in there too. Yep.
You add Austin Mack.
Yeah.
Dude, that's another thing. Like these guys we've talked to, I talked to OJ last Friday.
What was it per game though? Did you get that?
Yeah. It was about 260 a game.
Oh yeah. You better be going for 250 to 260 a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm in.
The other thing is like playing all 18 games. That's tough as well.
I know it is.
That's tough as well.
I know. I'm just trying to be the positive.
Dude, but my thing is like after talking to OJ last Friday or whatever it was, I want like every receiver we talked to be like an 1,100 yard guy. Like after talking to OJ, I'm like, man, I hope you have 1,500 yards, brother.
Well, Mac, like you say, I like what's his
Kaon?
Kaon. I always forget Kaon. But I like what he did last year because he had a career year, 800 yards. You know, his previous best was 400 yards. Yep. So I think even more. And he left meat on the bone.
Yeah, he did.
He left meat on the bone with those drops, multiple drops, big catches.
Dude, he might have left 200 yards.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm thinking,
not to be like that's a lot, not to be rude, but
no, but that's the reality of it. So I think he could pop off. It's doable, man. I could see them pushing for 3 1,000-yard receivers. Mm-hmm. I could see it
with Austin, Kaon, and
who's that's the third. I want to see who the third will be. Is it going to be Victor? Right. Is it going to be Hilaire?
Yeah,
I want to see.
There's some options.
Going to be. There's the options.
There's them all. Okay. All right. Well, our first yes. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm happy to hear it. Justin Rankin shot at MOP.
Love your rank, but no, it's going to be hard.
Kind of a quarterback award, not always.
And I think teams and defenses will be scheming. They'll be planning. They're going to be more prepared for him to be the focal point. He's very explosive and stuff. But if it goes the same way as last year, I'd rather have him maybe pop off less, but more consistently. Because remember, he would go for like 170, 200 total scrimmage yards to like nothing for 2 games.
Dude, I
go off again.
I want to check his actual numbers because I feel like there was one game he went from like 220 to like 12.
Yeah.
Like something crazy like that. I'm going to look it up. But
so if you could bring that more to averaging, 80 to 90 on the ground and 30 in the air, man, that would be awesome. But not the feast or famine.
Dude.
And Jordan Maximic too. We called his name out a lot last year. And I want to see him improve in terms of that continuity with the offense. We talk about the DBs and how they're all growing together. I want to see what he brings to the table too.
Absolutely.
The second year going into it with Cody Fajardo. Like, I think that it's going to be a lot more smoother, to be honest.
I would agree. I would absolutely agree. Just no one you can design an offense that way, like for sure. Just speaking to Justin Rankin's inconsistent, and my answer for this was because of how it's phrased, most outstanding, not MVP. If he has an unbelievable year on the ground, does his work in the passing game, and the Elks are sitting there with like a 12-6, 11-2 record, I absolutely think he'll be in the convo. But couple back-to-back games for Rank this past season, to your point. One game, 105 yards on the ground. Week after that, 4 yards. Another back-to-back, 204 yards on the ground. Game after that, 27 yards. One final one, 138 yards on the ground. Game after that, 36 yards. A lot of that was the line, but it does speak to kind of your point about a little bit more consistency would be great. He had a 2-game stretch where he had 6 carries. 2-game stretch where he had 6 carries for 4 yards
Per game?
for 4 yards.
That was the total.
That was over 2 games.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's crazy because he was voted.
That's not him.
No, he was
That's
voted the
coaching.
best running back by the players.
That's coaching.
Like he was the first team all running back is voted on by the players. They know how good he is.
Over 2 games is your team's best offensive weapon touching the ball 6 times.
In one of those games, he did have 6 catches for 42 yards.
Still,
So, but I know.
Okay, so 12 times.
Yeah.
2 games. You should be like 12 to 20 times per game.
Yeah, absolutely. It should.
Jordan Maximic.
Sure, yeah, there you go. All right, let me hit you with this one. Who is the most likely Elk to win an award this season? Who did you say for this one, Rick?
I think
I said Carter O'Donnell. That was gonna be yours. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what we went with.
Okay. I also made the point though, just because of how year by year the award is. Like if Blanchard or Javon Leake in the return game, or even Jake Julian has a crazy year doing what they do, special teams player of the year.
No, man. I'm gonna say, call me crazy, but Tyrell Ford, potential defensive player.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The picks, man. The picks are gonna be up from last year. He's going to have a year like he did in Winnipeg when he had 7.
My only thing with that one is because I love Terrell's game. I do. And because this is the thing, everyone who's listening, you can't look at the box score to determine a DB's value. You got to watch the tape. And I worry that with the voters across the league, they might not be watching 18 Edmonton games. They might only be catching highlights. They might only be checking box scores, and they might see some stat lines at the end of the game that look a little underwhelming and don't appreciate what he did. So I think that would work against him. As far as he for sure as a player,
but he gets in there though with the tackles.
Yeah, he does.
He'll get like 5 a game, but it's the picks. I think he's going to have a high number of picks. That's what it is.
If he
that's 2 awards though, you could win, right? You can win Canadian too, can't you?
Yeah.
Canadian it just feels like Nathan Rourke has that locked up as long as he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's quarterback. BC, I think was going to be a really strong team.
Yeah,
like
he's going to
it's tough, but
eclipse or get close to 5K.
Yeah, he will. He's a great quarterback. I mean, what can you say?
Yes.
This is one that I never answered, but I wanted to ask you. You'll be able to answer it better. Easiest and hardest positions to play.
Easiest. Probably fullback.
Yeah.
It's typically you
Just go get in a bunch of car crashes.
yeah, you have a guy that you have to run and kind of block. Not much is expected of you, right? You're a blocker. Where offensive line, yeah, you're a blocker as well, but it's a lot more challenging. The guy you're having to usually block, different type of athletes and stuff. So probably fullback, I would say easiest, hardest, strong half or weak half on defense or Sam.
Yeah.
Weak half or Sam. Probably weak half though, because you have the guy coming down the waggle like 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Sam, you're in the box playing the run. Sure, you got to put your big boy pads on, but you don't have to see a waggle coming down with the offense's best athlete.
Yeah.
Because that's where they're putting that weak slot receiver.
Yeah.
That's the best athlete on offense. And if you got a guy who can really utilize that waggle boy coming full speed while you're in a back pedal, that's freaking hard.
Yeah, like any DB position is tough, but obviously you just outlined the intricacies of that weak side half. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a good answer. I mean, quarterback, I would give honorable
like in a
mention
Darius Bowman, picture that.
Yeah, I know.
6'4", right? Like freak athlete that can jump out of the roof fast.
Yeah, like
coming down at you full speed from like 10 yards away, and you got to back pedal, stay in front of him. Watch his hips and feet to determine where he's going, and like one wrong move, because you know how quick these guys can sell you with something. One wrong move and
you get your hips turned the wrong. You get your hips turned the wrong way.
That's so hard, man. Just picturing that's hard,
dude.
It's one of the hardest things to do in sport.
I remember in high school, my buddy Jake Schimpf, he won MVP of our team, grade 12 year. But he used to always hit me with the same little stutter, and he would always get my hip turned in practice. Like when we were running one-on-ones, I would just interfere him. Like I was like, I'm not. But when we would like actually like run through sets, like and it was crazy because he did the same thing every time. And I would just always get my hips turned, and then boom, he was gone. He was gone on my back shoulder. And it was the crazy, because anyone else, like I had no problem staying in front of, like I had no problem pressing, I had no problem running with, but something about the way he did, like it was just the craziest thing. Like the way he could go and like be out, and it would just always, and it was because every time, like I'd be like, there's no one who knows what you do better than me, and I still just like it still got me, and I just couldn't figure it out. So to your point about like when you're like, and my point about that was like, now imagine a Darius Bowman is the guy who's coming at you in that situation. Athlete. Like it's just,
or like
what do you do?
SJ Green, Jamel Richardson, like Andy Fantus, just big bodies that can run. You know what I mean? And go up and get it. Now, of course, we all know quarterback is extremely hard. Yeah. But yeah, in terms of just the sheer physical nature of it, I would say weak half.
All right. How about this one? What kind of leash do you think there is with Coach Killam? Because I think it's pretty long.
Extended.
I think it's definitely pretty long. I think it would probably have to take like for there to even be like a semblance of a question mark, it would have to be a bad losing season this year and a bad start to the season after that.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. And
I don't see either.
We say
of those
it's a long
coming.
leash, but this is pro football now, and it's all about performance and what have you done for me lately. And if you're not producing, that leash tightens up really quick. So they have to have a successful season. If it's a bad season this year and even kind of relatively mirrors last year, that will be a failure. Yeah. Right? I think that will be a failure, and that leash will start to get shortened.
Like it's got to be playoffs this year.
It does.
But if they miss the playoffs, like I don't think Coach Killam's on the hot seat.
No,
I think it would.
Not on the hot
I
seat,
agree.
But if it's a season that mirrors last year, it was sloppy last year. It wasn't right.
Started bad.
Exactly.
Special
really
teams
slow.
weren't great.
No, they weren't.
As a former sports, so
they weren't great at all. So as a whole, everything on the field needs to be better.
Okay. All right. So, my thing is also we
know Ed. Yep. Like it's as much as it's a love fest right now, and symbiotic from Chris Morris to Ed to Killam. Man, if it gets ugly out there. Yeah, heads are rolling.
Absolutely. They're just like there has to be some semblance of stability as well, which is why I think that leash is extended. But
That was my initial answer.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we're talking hypothetical how the leash would shorten. Do I think this is the case? No, I think they will be a playoff team.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I fully confident that this team is going to be. Would I peg them? I think I said 11 wins. Man.
Yeah, I think 11. I like 11.
I'm
wins.
looking for 11 wins out of this team. They're going to be good.
11-7 feels good to me. I'm just worried about what the rest of the West is going to look like. I think BC really strong. Winnipeg, like until Mike O'Shea's gone, until everyone's gone, I feel like I got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I'm out on the peg.
Okay.
Zach Caleros, a lot of change there, and yet still some old guys that they've kept.
They are
the
old.
Patty Neufelds, the Willie Jeffersons. Much as I love these guys, man, they're way long in the tooth. They're my age, man.
Yeah.
Like, could imagine playing ball at 37, 38, like, and you're expected to be a stalwart on the team still.
Yeah.
And you can just see their production and performance decline. Guys like that, Zach Caleros getting up there, his health.
Yeah, man.
We'll see.
A couple league MOPs, but at some point, like Father Time waits for no one.
Undefeated.
Yeah, LeBron might be the only one to defeat Father Time.
You're a LeBron guy, huh? Big LeBron.
I love LeBron. I think Jordan's the GOAT.
Okay,
but I love LeBron. No, I think I'm very. Listen. I've got this. I've got my top 10. I've got the correct top 10 down, by the way, for NBA players of all time.
Okay.
I love LeBron.
Okay, let's hear it real quick.
My
Bust
top
it off. Yeah,
Jordan.
Here, just a couple of the reels are-
Jordan 1,
Okay.
LeBron 2, Magic 3, Kareem 4. A lot of people probably have Kareem ahead of Magic because Kareem's got 6 MVPs. He's got 6 championships. Obviously, was the all-time leading scorer. My thing is, they won 5 championships together. Kareem was Finals MVP once. 4 now, obviously, he was injured in that 80 series where Magic had to come in and play center. But 4 times, he wasn't even the best player on his own Finals winning team. And I know James Worthy won the Finals MVP in '88. When he had, I think he put up like 22 and 8 that series, or 27 and 8. Magic put up like 23 and 13, and James Worthy, I'm pretty sure he also had like a 19-point game in that series. So I don't know how this turned into James Worthy's lineup, but Magic 3, Kareem 4, 5. I got Wilt. I mean, I would have loved to see a little bit more hardware, but dude, like his numbers, Gretzky-esque. They used to joke and say the NBA record book is just Wilt Chamberlain's biography.
Yeah.
So I got him number 5. Number 6, little love for the white boys, Larry Bird. Don't love him losing the 81 Finals MVP to Corin Brett Maxwell, but if you like Larry Bird, he was one of the first examples of a guy who could like dominate a game by having 14 points because he was going to get everyone involved. He could rebound the ball as well. Just on a modern training regimen, he would be a top 3 player ever. Like Larry Bird was so good. 7, I got Tim Duncan.
Okay.
One of the most underrated players ever.
Good.
Yeah, one of the most underrated players ever. At 8, I got Shaq. 9, I got Kobe. The reason I have Shaq ahead of Kobe similarly is they won 3 championships together. Shaq was Finals MVP all 3 times. Also, that 2000 series, Kobe had an 8-point game and a 2-point game. He was injured for that 2-point game. He also averaged like 16 for the series. And then for 10, 11, and 12, I think there's a really healthy argument for 3 guys. So I guess I lied. I don't have the top 10 now. I think there's a really healthy argument for 3 guys. I think they all have reasons they could be number 10. I think they all have reasons they could be number 12. But I think it's between Bill Russell, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Steph Curry.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, probably you put slot Steph up there at 10.
Yeah, like Steph,
depending on how many more years he has. Like if he has another, at least 2 minimum.
But dude, even like I think if he retired today, he just said, "I'm calling it."
Like,
that's
what I mean. So then you add another 2 years of popping trays.
It's tough. Like I think it's a really healthy argument. I'll listen to anyone who wants to argue it anyway. Like dude, 11 championships. I know there were 8 teams in the league.
Yeah.
But dude, think about this, man. If there were 8 teams right now, like Kyrie Irving would be like the 13th man on a roster. Maybe not, like that might be a bad example, but you know what I mean? Like
the depth.
And then 5 MVPs, like 11 rings will never be touched again.
No,
you know, Hakeem, the argument for him, arguably the best defensive player ever. And this is the other thing. In that 2-year period when Jordan retired in 94, 95, that was when everyone was like, okay, we got a chance now. Like Clyde Drexler, you got a chance. Charles Barkley, you got a chance. Karl Malone, you got a chance. Patrick Ewing, you got a chance. Hakeem Olajuwon said, no, you don't, and went back to back. And then Steph, obviously, best shooter ever, changed the game. So they all got arguments.
Got 4 of them, too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Hoops.
I've thought about it a lot.
Knowledge, huh, Rick?
I've thought about it a lot.
Basketball's not my number 1 sport, but I think I have Kobe a little higher than that, but
Most do. I think Kobe. I actually think Kobe's in a funny spot where he's either very overrated or very
I
underrated
think
by a lot
Wilt's
of
a little
people.
high. Wilt's a little high on your list.
Yeah, I again like 2 championships isn't great. I would love for him to bump those numbers up.
I hear you on the numbers.
He lost.
It's the whole eras thing.
He
right?
lost
The
4
eras
game
argument.
7s to Bill Russell by a combined 7 points.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure that's the stat. Like that,
That's
he was
bad.
right, dude. It's just his numbers are ridiculous.
But that's the thing with Bill Russell too, is the eras.
Yeah.
Argument.
It's
right?
it's fair.
But it's fair, but it's not fair because you only can play when you play.
Yeah.
Right. So, but they did play against a bunch of white guys that couldn't touch the mesh.
Declan Krueger was out there. He playing fundamental basketball. Like those are the guys. he was
Mad
playing
bounce
against.
passes.
Dude. It is crazy. Yeah. Oh, dude.
best chest.
Dude, the
pass in
first
world.
white guy to throw a bounce pass. Like I'm pretty sure they put him in the Hall of Fame just for that.
All right. Next question.
Next question. Biggest free agent signing impact.
For the double E.
Mm-hmm. Me and Rick had different answers on this one.
Malik Carney.
That was Rick's answer. And I'm going to be honest. When I answered it, I completely forgot about him.
Mm.
I said Austin Mack. But yeah, Malik Carney. I think you guys hit that one on the head. Absolutely nailed it. I completely forgot about him when I was doing
Yeah,
it.
he's gonna, just because that was such an area of need. Austin Mack's gonna help an area that was already decent.
Really,
But-
I would maybe even argue it's the opposite. In principle, obviously the results weren't there.
Do tell, because
the-
the opposite in what sense?
Like when you look at the personnel there, Robbie Smith, Noah Taylor, Noah Curtis, like
Bro, they
those
had
are
a team
3.
high of 4 sacks.
No, I know you're right. You're right. Don't get me wrong.
They had a team high of 4 sacks.
Well, they also had a
Imagine
team
if
high
they had a
of-
team high of 4 touchdowns. Okay, then we'd say
Dude,
Austin
that
Mack.
might have been the
Like-
receiving high for touchdowns. It might
Yeah,
have
I
been.
know, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
No, you're right in
team
that
high of
sense.
4 sacks. They needed the pass rush help.
I guess my other thing is like they extended Taylor, brought Robbie back, Noah Curtis there. Like they let Curly walk.
Don't be
Steven
surprised
retires.
if someone's cut too. Like, don't
Yep.
be shocked if, and I'm not, hoping or predicting or forecasting, but when you have that many guys that you said are re-signed,
Mhm.
don't be shocked. You can't keep everybody at high contracts.
true.
There's going to be competition.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah. No, I mean, like Malik is awesome, man. Like
Yeah, had 6 sacks last year.
I think it was 8.
Or was it 8?
I think it might have been 8.
Tripping. I think what maybe his lowest 6 or
But dude,
nonetheless,
his pop
productive.
off the line, like he's
He
so
did have
low,
8.
he
You're right.
angles,
He did have
like
8.
yeah, he's good, man. Like he's so good.
Yeah, man, and he like
When I was-
50 tackles a season, so he's got a motor. He's
Yeah.
chasing things down.
When I was talking to him at the free agent press conference, I wanted to be like, hey man, Rider fan. Like, if you ever want to just talk with the Grey Cup after this, like let me know.
Just
But-
you put the mic down.
I'm like dapping him up. I'm like, hey, Rider Nation. Yeah, listen.
Good job on winning.
Yeah. Hey, that was big for me. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Game was on my dad's birthday. It meant a lot to us. Yeah, I think that was all I had. I'm trying to. There were a couple other ones, but I'm trying to. I don't want to get too repetitive here. I guess I'll ask you maybe this one as a final one. Do you feel like they've marketed themselves well to new fans? Did I ask you that one as well, Rick? That was one I answered.
I'm not sure. I think maybe you did. And I think my answer was honestly at this point, all you can do is win.
Yeah,
That's the only thing you can do right now. You have to win.
Winning is the best marketing.
yeah, man.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's all you can do is win.
Well said.
Yeah, you can give us the $2 hot dogs and the $3 beer and what all you
The
want. but
giveaway trinkets.
Yeah,
and,
we need to-
walking out of the door with something, a swag bag. But yeah, you gotta.
because of where this organization has been in the past, it's all about W's.
That's why, and it's critical to start fast. Like since they've changed their name to the Elks, it's been slow starts.
Yep.
And then maybe you get a little bit hot, but it's just not enough steam down the stretch. You need to get out of the gates fast. Give the fans something to be excited about for a season.
Did they ever come out and kind of apologize to their older fans?
No.
Because I would take a real look at doing that.
Yeah, I don't think they.
I don't think they will.
No,
but-
they won't. But they didn't. Nothing was.
Mm.
It was ugly. We're not there anymore. It was ugly though.
That's true.
It's too bad. R.I.P. Larry. R.I.P. Larry.
Yeah.
It would have been really nice to see the direction that he took the organization. But it's going to be carried out.
I think you'll still see it going in the way he pretty much mostly wanted to go, especially if they win.
Yeah.
If things go off the rails early, then maybe shit gets a little bit different. But as long as they go out there and they take their left foot, right foot, and they put up some dubs and we get going the way we should, I think it'll be exactly the way you wanted it.
Yeah, no doubt. And then favorable schedule too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, nice.
Especially off the beginning.
It sets up really nicely.
Although
good
Montreal first 2
times.
games.
Yeah, good games, good days, good times. So got to come out and do it, man.
You got to win.
Yeah.
You got to win.
Just don't be flat either. You got to win. Like it can't even come down to a late game that you lose on a field goal or something. You got to win. Exactly. That was last year. Like, you got to win.
Like, it's at the point where, like, people, if you lose 38-35 on a walk-off field goal, it was a great offensive game. All that's going to be seen is that tick in the loss column.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
It was enough a couple of years ago to see them be competitive.
Yeah.
It's not enough anymore.
Not anymore.
Too long.
Yeah. All right. Elks sign in 4 players. We'll go over that quickly. 3 defensive backs, All-Americans. Ladarius Tennyson, who comes from Ole Miss. Ike Brown, who was with the Birmingham Stallions. And Jeremiah Walker, who was at Stephen F. Austin. And then wide receiver, Ife Adeye. Ife Lua, I believe. Adeye. But just going by Ife Adeye. Said his name like 6 times. He was at Sam Houston State. 2,300 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 54 career games. Signed with the Eagles following the 25 draft. Got released, obviously. Not too much. Ladarius Tennyson, he was a guy like at Ole Miss. He was like a tackle monster playing DB. He's a little undersized. He's listed at 5'10", 200. So he's 5'8", 180. Yeah. But he was a guy like, he was physical player. Like,
interesting that you say he's a tackle monster. Yeah, that fits the mold. That probably makes sense as to why they signed him, because that's what the DB group consists of, is guys who want to go out, be physical, make plays.
Yeah.
So I like that.
I actually have his stats here. In 26 games for Ole Miss, 94 tackles, 13.5 tackles for loss, and 2.5 sacks as a DB. Like, he was in there. That's 13.5.
Man, that shows he likes to get rugged. Okay.
He likes to play the nickel.
He's the hammer, not the nail.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For Ike Brown, some quick numbers on him: 41 games at FIU, 102 total tackles, 5 picks, 29 PBUs. Nice. 29 PBUs in 41 games.
Yeah,
like that's a pretty high clip. So he likes to get in there. He likes to play the ball. Clean. Jeremiah Walker, 54 games, 188 total tackles, 4 interceptions, 25 PBUs. Look, a lot of tackles. The one thing I'll say, playing FCS ball there with Stephen F. Austin, I think they're an FCS school. They might even be Div 2. It's a little plays get to the second level a little bit more. For sure. Like, I'm not 188 tackles, but it's just something to kind of keep your mind on. Like people are gonna look at that number and be like, whoa, like he's doubling up Ladarius Tennyson, but it's just something to factor in for sure.
Ole Miss, man, SEC ball. There's a difference between that and Stephen F.
For sure, no doubt. No disrespect, but no doubt.
What it is.
And then, like I said, he had 164 catches, 2,300 yards, 19 touchdowns in those 54 games. Then he had the workout with the Eagles, 3 preseason games. So 3 American DBs coming in. It's funny because, like, I love the DB core. I think it's like one of the most talented groups across the CFL. But it is also that thing. Like, going into last year, we were talking about Manny Rogumba, and we were talking about Devondrick Minham, and we were talking about Royce Metchie, and we weren't talking about Kenny Logan and JJ Ross and Chalon Garnes, and see these guys pop. So you never know. Injuries probably going to happen. These guys,
need bodies for camp. And the reality is, too, as much as we like the guys that are currently on the roster, in this competition, there's always a star somewhere.
Absolutely.
There's always a job to be taken.
Yep. Absolutely.
So
there is.
One of these 3 new signings might be the next dude.
Yep.
So it's going to be sweet to see it play out.
I'll give their dimensions as well really quickly. Ike Brown, he's 6 feet 190. Jeremiah Walker, he's 6 feet 195. And then Ife Adeye, 5'10", 175. So a little on the small side. But you gotta be, listen, if you're that
size,
Tackle monster.
which is funny because it's pretty much just like my size. But you got to be able to, you know, like you got to be able to stand in and take a hit and
sure.
you know get back up. And
Gotta be tough, man.
Yeah.
Gotta be tough.
Yeah. But yeah, those were the 4 new signings. You know, I'm sure obviously we'll get an article up about him or something, break him down a little bit more. But wasn't watching. I got to be honest, like Ladarius Dennison, you know that name, but I wasn't watching too much Stephen F. Austin. My bad. So not Jeremiah
you
Walker.
need the bodies for camp too. Like you need 10, 12 DBs at least at camp. So just to be able to get through a camp.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my Vince Papale moment where they do an open tryout and I can come in and play a little bit.
Receiver?
No, DB, man.
Yeah.
I know, but I got to. That's what I know. I know. Yeah, you're right. Safety, I guess. I guess I got to play safety. All right. Anything else you guys want to add on that one before we get to a little Rick's rant, blind rankings?
No, I think that's.
Well, in that, let's move right on then. Let's get to Rick's rant.
I was gazing, looking at the camera. I thought Rick was going to say something more.
Yeah, nothing here.
But he's typing, and I realized, he's busy. I kind of gazed out there. My bad. Here we go.
Okay, look, I don't know who drives downtown, but I'm losing my mind because 104th Ave is now finished, but you still can't fucking use it. Every single light is like 2 minutes long. I don't know who's doing what or what we're trying to do, but they're turning Edmonton into like a walking city, and we're not a walking city. They're making it harder and harder to drive, and it makes no sense to me. And it annoys the piss out of me. But we're too cold and we're too big and we're too spread out to be a walking city.
It's way too sprawling. I agree.
Exactly. We need to do a little bit.
They built the city out. Like you can't however many years we're into this, you can't just, you know what, guys, we're gonna go up instead. We're gonna change on the spot. Nobody wants to do that. They're making it almost impossible to drive downtown, and I'm losing my fucking mind.
Yeah, interesting council, interesting mayors we've had past decade, past few tenures.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting decisions for sure.
Yep.
Even the downtown is too sprawled. Like to walk from
a little bit for sure.
Definitely. Like if you really want to consider it compared to some other cities, man, it's pretty far.
It is like you can't build like Edmonton for however many years, like as long as I've been alive, really, as long as I've been in Edmonton, they've built the city out. Like you're getting to a point like the south side is pretty much in Leduc right now. And like obviously like the city, dude, you go like deep north side and you're like, wow, I've never seen this before. Yeah. You don't realize there's like another like miles and miles and miles of the north side. But everything is just built out. Like you can't build it out that way. Now I get building it out as opposed to building it up. Like people want to have yards, people want to have homes, whatever. But you can't build it that way. You can't have it this sprawling city and then turn around and say we're going to be a walkable city. And the other thing is like you can't. I'm like, man, I'm sorry. Winter is 6 months of the year here, and like pretty bad winters too. Like you just can't. Like you can't be a walking city in those conditions.
No, can't. It's been interesting.
He's got to accept it and make it as good as possible.
Yeah, I certainly disagree. I'm with you on the rant. I disagree with it.
But yeah, that 104th Ave, man, it's terrible. If you're going to take a train and put it somewhere, don't use the biggest road you have downtown.
104, that one goes by Rogers, by McEwen.
Yeah. That's another thing. You say train, the LRT, man, like
sketchy.
Yeah, not sketchy in terms of like riding it, just like the decision to build and just the delays to build, and where to build and where it's coming from, and it's just stupid.
How many people do you guys know that ride the LRT regularly?
Maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, I don't even think it's that. I don't even think it's that for me.
I don't think I even know any. Maybe some people just go to the odd game here or there.
Like that would be it. But dude, I've never been like, oh, I got to get from point A to point B. Let me hop on the train.
Or go to work. Park somewhere.
It's a driving city.
Yeah, like dude, 100%. Like dude, my sister lives in Toronto, right? And she doesn't even have a car anymore.
Exactly.
She just subway everywhere. Different. And I'm like, yeah, but it's so different. Like dude, I remember one time in French class in high school, my teacher, she was talking about like the subway system in Paris and was like, why can't Edmonton have something like that? And I remember sitting there like 17 years old, like, what are you talking about? Like, you want us to have the Paris? Yeah, you want us to have a Paris subways? Like, what do you think? Like, I know you're a French teacher who's romanticizing Paris, but like, let's take a beat here for a minute.
Such a driving city. Just to get point A to B, it's usually a good sprawl of 5-10K.
Yep.
And get ready to figure out parking from now on because that's getting worse too, man.
Oh I'm glad I'm not downtown though. You boys are downtown.
Like all the parking around my place is all gone, dude. They're building up more buildings and shit, and you're parking downstairs. And you need an app to get downstairs. And people get downstairs and they don't have the app because they didn't know that, and now they can't get out. It is fucking brutal
mess,
out there.
Even the place that I used to live at, that's just over by Commonwealth, one of the high rises. I was over there getting some chicken. It was at the one of the buildings with that Rob's Chicken.
Yeah.
And man, it's just a zoo around there.
Yeah.
It was a zoo back when I lived, but it's even worse. Yeah, way more saturated. It's crazy. And everybody has a car.
Yeah. Like
everybody has a car down there.
We have nowhere to park them though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like dude, and even like taking out the just regular commute, like I've never like made plans with friends or anything where it's like, hey, yeah, we'll catch the train. Like it's just or catch the bus. Like,
I was just gonna say
you catch a train to go to an Eskimos game.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. And unfortunately, that's how they created Commonwealth. It sucks. No parking.
Yeah.
Like you have to essentially LRT.
Yeah.
Like that's a building, a barn that holds 60K. And there's like maybe 1,000 parking spots.
Yeah, dude.
Like maybe.
No,
if that.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. You have a little bit of parking at Clark and then a little parking on the west side behind Commonwealth. It's the worst.
Or you just gotta take your chances in the residential which never works out.
Oh, if you're gonna park residential, you're at least parking like a 6 block circumference out.
15-minute walk.
Minimum.
Probably longer.
I do. That
not
is
bad
the way
for
to
the
go.
June and July games. Not very fun for the playoff games.
Playoffs.
Yeah.
That is the way to do it though.
And dude, even there's a lot of like if you're parking at like Century Park and saying like it's I don't know, maybe you park it like Clear. I don't know. It's not. Listen, I'm not an urban planner, but I'm not saying if I was, things would be going better. But
what they should do though, for real, is play out of Northlands horse racing track.
Yeah,
put a cute little 25-30K stadium right there.
Got
all that parking right there, and the X parking. Right there, got it all. It's easy in, easy out, north, south, east, west.
Yeah,
easy.
They're doing a preseason game at Clark.
Yeah,
which I think will be pretty cool. I think it'll be cool.
Very intimate. That's something we should have talked about.
They get the World Cup game at the Commonwealth.
But it's going to be really neat. Obviously, they're going to put up some stanchion seating, add a few extra thousand for sure. Yep. But like, I always encourage people like those types of environments go, because how often are you going to get to see it's kind of bushy in a sense. It's not bushy, but how often are you going to get to see? Yeah, gimmicky.
It's cool to lean into the retro aspect of it.
Well, and just to see a game up close though from that vantage point, right? Like we're so used to seeing games in Commonwealth where there's a track and distance.
Yeah,
man, you're going to be right there watching a preseason game. That's pretty slick, man. If you ask me.
Mm-hmm. Who do we know who that exhibition game is? That's going to
be Calgary. Yeah,
Calgary.
I think it's Calgary.
All right. Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be a cool
just
little
to be that
venue.
Close, right? Like you'll be able to hear the guys out on the field and stuff.
Yeah, it'll be dope.
You don't get that at Commonwealth.
No, you do not. I might run down there.
Oh, you'll be there. You're gonna be asking heavy hitting questions after. Kill him.
Heavy
Who's getting cut after this game?
No, for sure. Yep.
There will be a lot of cuts. It's preseason.
Oh, absolutely.
There'll be a lot of cuts.
I'll give my unsolicited input. I'll be like, hey, like
you want to know what I thought?
I really like number 47. You want to keep him.
A coffee and a lawn chair, and all right, sit down. Let's have a chat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once we get Coach Killam here in studio, I'm gonna pitch why I should be on the staff. It might be Terrell Ford in studio. It might be studio. Yeah, we might try again for Kaon. I'll text Mike after this and we'll iron it out. But he has I know he wants to work on getting Terrell here in studio with us. We obviously talked to Terrell and it was great and we had a chance to kind of go in. But I think having him in studio, it can be a little bit more like, conversational, like we're hanging out having fun with it. Because we talked to him about the, his journey, like the season, things like that. Sure. But it'll be nice to all right, do we have a little blind rankings?
Yeah, man, for sure. They got the I don't know if you guys saw that the other day, but McDavid and Austin Matthews have this new McDonald's thing coming out as a burger, blah, whatever the hell. Anyways, it got me thinking when it comes to fast food joints, which is the top one to go to. So it's essentially, these are all like legit fast food joints.
You don't mess around with any fast food, huh?
No, I don't.
When was the last time you had fast food, Deck?
I don't remember, but no, I'm a fast food guy.
All right. right.
For sure.
All right, we're just going with the first one. Just it's the nationwide favorite, or maybe the worldwide favorite, Old McDonald's.
It's classic.
Mhm.
It's kind of the GOAT.
It's got
You know what
something
you're
for
getting.
everybody. You know what you get.
I
You
might
know what
mess-
you like.
I might mess around and put it at number one, man.
Number 2.
I'll put it at number one.
All right, now we're going to
Number two. Number two.
we're going to the old Canadian favorite here, Harvey's.
I'll mess with Harvey's.
No,
all right.
man.
People love. It's
I'll
either
have
it's a
Harvey's
love
like
and
once
hate.
every 2-3 years.
Yeah, I agree,
That's
bro.
fine.
I remember the last time I had Harvey's was probably 6 years
There's a
ago,
better burger out there for sure.
and it was the one that's like by the brew house downtown on Route
Open
109 there.
open 24 hours.
That's
though,
why
for
I
the,
went. I think I went after the bar one night.
the old
and it was-
bartenders. It's the old bartender hangout.
Yeah, I'll put it. Would you put it?
5.
I'll put it. I'll put it
Yeah,
5.
definitely
I'll put it
5.
5. I'll put it 5.
Okay, let's go to A&W.
Now we're talking.
3.
I might put A.
It's right under.
I'm gonna put A&W number one.
Yeah, me too. Check that.
All right, there we go.
Check that.
A&W number one.
Check that.
Wendy's.
3.
3.
I was gonna put.
We're gonna have the
Wendy's
same
at 1,
list. Yeah,
but yeah.
we're gonna have the
check
same
that.
list.
AW 1, Wendy's.
I'll
3.
say this, man. I
Spicy
like
chicken.
I
Can't
like
miss.
these guys' burgers coming up next. Dairy Queen.
Yeah, man, that's good.
I'm
Number
cool with
4.
that at 4. Yeah.
That's a great list right there.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
we
that's
did.
right.
Yeah,
that's
that
on
is.
point. Yeah,
I don't
that's on
know.
Point.
Dude, I don't know
They
if
got
I've,
good burgers.
I don't know if I've had a Dairy Queen burger, or at least not since like
Their
high
combos.
school.
Their combos are low key really good because you
Really?
get ice cream with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
that
it's
is
a
dope.
nice combo.
That is dope.
Whereas the kind of shitty thing is you can't break up a combo. Like
Yeah.
you can't just go to DQ and order fries.
Really?
You can't.
No, they don't. They
you
don't give
gotta
it to
get
you.
it as a combo.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird,
it's kind of
man.
weird.
Weird,
Man. It
yeah.
is weird. So that's a turnoff. That's
They're
a turn
they're
off.
telling you like you're gonna
You gotta
you're-
get a combo.
You're gonna sit your fat ass down. You're gonna eat all
gotta
this.
Get this combo and you're
Fat
getting your dessert
mofo.
with it.
Man, that's crazy.
But yeah, A&W, can't miss that either.
Look, a teen burger, bro. Like, come on now.
Onion rings.
Onion rings.
Muddy burger, and they'll lettuce wrap it. They got a bomb lettuce wrap
yeah.
instead of a bun. So go and get a double papa and the lettuce bun.
I might go right now. Little lunch after
The
this.
onions too. They got their breakfast. You can go get a full on breakfast,
Dude.
like eggs and everything.
Their breakfast actually is good.
Yeah,
I've only had it once in my whole life. It was I was with my dad. We were driving out to like BC, and we got the A&W breakfast, and it was like I was shocked at how good
take
it
the
was.
kids there to sit down sometimes and get a brekkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, eggs, bacon,
Man.
hash brown.
Can I come next time?
Gotta pay
Yes,
for the
son.
All right. I guess is that it? Did we cover it all?
phone. We got her.
Anything you guys want to touch on? All right, dope. This was awesome. We'll be back on Friday. Interview to be determined. Maybe Kaon, maybe Terrell Ford. We'll work it out. We'll let you guys know. Thank you for listening. Hope you. Actually, here's another thing. Because this is something you'll hear on pretty much every podcast you listen to. Like and rate us. Get the stars
Bro.
bumped up a little bit.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Love you guys. Talk to you Friday.